Ah, we are live. And yes, Robert, you will make a live at last. And so will Craig, and so will Pete, and so will Andrew. And anybody else that joins in today on, what is this, Memorial Day? Today's Memorial Day, right? Thank you, troops. I'm wearing my Oscar Mike shirt. My Team Oscar Mike shirt. You only get one of these if you know them. So if you need some Oscar Mike wear, support some troops, some injured vets, OscarMike.org. You'll see a bunch of my photography since they just redid their whole website with tons of images that we've taken over the last few months. So what up, Brian? All right. We're going to put a new extruder on here. And we're going to learn from our mistakes yesterday. And we're going to make sure that we don't wire the BL Touch incorrectly. So yeah, I already mounted the BL Touch on this fancy new extruder. Look at that. It's got a little BL Touch on there. So, so we're gonna, I gotta probably mount this box back on there, and then do the wiring, and then I'll remove this. That way, it's not a big mess. So let's do that first. Hey, what's up, Casper and 3D Mark and Thorbin? Yeah, wiring's overrated. And don't forget to get your official BL Touch from the Ant Collabs. Ant C Labs. Ant Collabs. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll have some water, though. Chris is thirsty. He's not dehydrated anymore. He feels better. He had a lot of food. A lot of water yesterday. Let's see. This is my electronics cables box. So all the wiring should be done. You probably won't. I think the biggest differences will be that you'll be able to do better bed leveling. You'll be able to do all kinds of new things. So, no, I don't think it'll be physically better. I did get really good prints out of it because it's very smooth. It's kind of like if we jumped to Marlin 2.0 and we added some cool new features. Let me move this. That's better. Like Linear Advance 1.5 and stuff like that. So you'll see some little differences that make it better. But yeah. Okay. Let me redo this box here. So that way it's wired correctly and hooked up to here correctly, which is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to do that. We are live again. So let's do that. Let's do some magic. Let me unplug the Ethernet cord. We don't need that for a little bit. Let's move the printer. So I can reach it. All right. Unwiring some things. Dual Z-axis. Hopefully that one at a time. We'll be gentle. I don't want to have to redo these connections. Because nobody likes you doing that. I mean, I technically did wire it incorrectly and then fix it in firmware because I was too lazy to undo the cables I connected incorrectly the other day. Thermistor. BL Touch. BL Touch. Okay. All right, now I have to undo the power cable. Where's my fancy tools? Skull thing here so people can see that. All right. Can you hear the printers in the background? I actually have two printers running this time. It won't be done in an hour, so I won't be printing for too much longer. All right, and it was a pretty boring stream halfway through there when it was all that nonsense going on with the wiring. I think I fell asleep during wiring. Okay. So that's your duet board. Pretty fancy. Somewhere over here I have an INC. Hold on. So yeah, here's your duet. Here's your INC. Bigger is better. At least that's what they've told me. Okay, so that's x-axis, that's extruder over there. So, oh, I didn't have to disconnect this fan. Always on fan, you can always stay plugged in because that's connected right to the board. There's a nice little fan here that blows all the way underneath all the stepper chips, and then it comes out this little exhaust vent, and the exhaust vent's got a little shunt that shoots it out that way, so that way you don't heat up unnecessary things. It's a nice little case. It's got little spots to hold your cords. So, all right, let's see here. What's going to be the best way to remount this case and then rewire all this nonsense? This is always the fun part. Trying to strategically place things. So I'm going to lay this thing down on its side, move all this rat's nest out of the way here. That we will make nice and clean. No more rat's nest. Ugh. All right. There we go. Hey, what's up, Mark? Two things. You gotta print more than two things. Making a mess. Okay. And all my extra connector thingies are here. Yeah, this is running a Duet Maestro, and the board is just sitting on the table, wired. At least it's wired correctly. But it's just chilling right behind it on the ground, waiting for me to actually do something to it. But it works. All right. Which one isn't magnetized? Oh, it's definitely not that one. Oh, when you magnetize all of your tools. All right, I found one that wasn't magnetized. Huzzah! All right. Let's see. They do. They use the same Plano box that holds all their... this one's my electronics one, so it has like a ceramic screwdriver and connectors. Yeah, they use the same thing. Let's see, how was dinner last night? It was actually really good. We went to Ming Hin, which is this dim sum restaurant in Arlington Heights. And we kind of maxed out on a whole bunch of dim sum. And it was actually really inexpensive for the amount of food we got. I think we spent $50, and I thought we were going to hit $100 all day. But, you know, they were kind. All right. Slide this thing up. Z-axis, Z-axis again. Hey, Christian. Ooh, and Never Let the Machines Win is here. Yeah, we're doing a BL Touch. It is technically better than a Pinda. It's mostly because on the Duet you can't wire the thermistor for the Pinda 2. So you're basically using a Pinda, which is not very accurate, to say the least. The BL Touch is definitely more accurate. It's definitely slower in probing, but it's worth it, I think. Mark, on the Duet, I can set it to do 49 by 49. I forget what the maximum number of points is. I can do whatever I want. That's the nice thing. There's like, you just tell it how many points you want in your area, or by size, I guess. 20 millimeter square, 30 millimeter square, 40 millimeter square, and it just does that. So it is very amazing. All right, get these cables wired. There's these little hooks that hold your cables in here, so they don't look all gross. And the extruder. Our motors are back. Let's see. Oh, Jimmy's got some pizza left. Oh, pizza does sound good today. It's another cold weather day. Oh, look at that. There's a Pinda probe. Don't need that. Let's see here. That is the power. And this goes here. For the bed heat. Yes, Chris is super wired. All right. BL Touch wiring. Give me your BL Touch wiring. Okay, BL Touch. And the other BL Touch wire. All right. So that's wire, that's wired. We'll do the power once the board's back down. And I got some more wires down here. What do I got here? What are you? Oh, that's right, fans and thermistors. So bed thermistor. this? Thermistor. That's not a thermistor. That's a fan. And then here's our other fan cord. Okay. And what else is left? Ah, the actual other thermistor. Everything's so nicely labeled on here. I do need an extruder indicator that looks like Thor's hammer. That'd be pretty sweet. Well, the good news is the firmware, when you update, will stay. It will remember that I've done those changes because it's awesome. So that's done. That's done. All right, the wiring is much better. Bring this thing back down. Awesome. The wiring is pretty again inside the box. And I just need a wire in the mains. Which is really difficult because there's that fan that's installed in here. That fan is right up against where that cord goes. A testament to dexterity. Big bada-doom. Chris's Einstein is bigger than my Einstein. Well, thankfully it's a duet. So duets are bigger. So using these little cable holders. And I'm going to do a little bit of zip tying. Where's my bag of zip ties? Uh-oh. I don't know where I put my bag of zip ties. Bag of zip ties. Oh man, Country's down at Disney? You didn't invite us? Walter's awesome though. I think he'd be a really fun person to go down to Disney World with. Found my bag of zip ties. I'm going to make sure all this excess wire cabling stuff isn't in the way. Your space bar has a hole in it. No. If it comes to duet, I have no idea what I'm doing. So controlling it, it's not me. All right, a couple more wire bundles, and I can be done over here. I still actually haven't printed the door for this thing. That'll happen one day. Okay. Mucho better. Spin that around. So yeah, that's a lot better. I'll fix the left side, or yeah, I'll fix the left side once I get a chance. I guess it's still on the left for everybody. No, it's on the right-hand side for everybody. Once I know the lengths. So once I have the extruder installed, I can fix all those lengths of wire. Other than that, that'll do. That'll do really well. Nothing's going to hit any fans. Nothing's going to get in the way. We aren't going to cause any fires that we know of. Yeah. There's going to be some excess cables that need to be. They didn't trim anything correctly. Stammer noises, ringtones. You can do that song thing where you use the motors to move around and it makes a song. Okay. Okay. So next is removing the old extruder, which is just a stock Bear Mark III extruder with this. Let me see if I can bring that in. With the Bunny Science 3-to-1 geared fancy nonsense. Still wants to focus on my face, but if I tip it, oh, there we go. So now you can see it. There's a 3-to-1 little gearing thing. I'll show you it better once I take it off. We'll swap it for a new hot end that has the Mark III's sensor, which I can show you as I hook that up. There's a little sensor there. And let's see if I move this. Yes, Sunstrand is still in Rockford. Yeah, so when the filament is in, it pushes that ball. And that ball pushes this little arm and it pushes it into that. And then when the filament pops out, oh no, you're out of filament. It resets itself and says, hey, you're out of filament. So it actually uses no screws, which is crazy, besides holding down the sensor. So there's the extruder. There's the back caps for the extruder. There is the front thingy. There's the reverse Bowden thingy. And then there's the carriage. There's the new fan. Ooh, I still got gummy bears from yesterday. Gonna eat another orange one. All right. Removing the extruder is pretty easy. I think I've already removed one piece of it. I did. Hey, what's up, Keith? This piece I've already taken off. Now, what will the first print be? I have no idea. Something quick, because I don't want people sitting here staring at it for 4 hours. Like, all right, guys, let's print a sweet boat at 0.05 millimeters. Tools away. I'll be a little bit clean and organized today. Am I playing? I haven't played yet. Right now is dismantling time, which is still playing. Gummy bear pizza. That's not going to happen. Flexi Rexy's not a bad idea. So I'm going to move this closer to me. So we're going to start removing unnecessary items like this fan and fan shroud. So that's going to go Let's see. Yeah, put them in this container. This is fine. Go-to test print. I usually print a cube first, just to make sure the layers go down correctly. And then I'll print something like a cute octo to check the circles. And then from there, you know, that's about it. Not too fancy with that. Might print a mini me. Oh, that's squeaky. The squeaky screw gets the unscrewing. All right. So let's make sure we cannibalize the old PC whatever M4 thingy. All right. All right, we've cannibalized that. This is not in CF-PTG, so this goes into the PTG recycling bucket. You will go down here. All right. And we'll get the hot end out. Okay, so I will cannibalize the parts from this. Come on, screw. Guess I'll cut it out. All right, cutting this thing out. Can't leave square nuts. Things are worth like gold prices these days. Unless you live in Europe, then you know square nuts or whatever, because you guys have them all the time. I'm over here in America, and I got to get them by like 20 for $5 or something like that. Unless I get them from AliExpress, which I do shop rarely. Ouch! Sharp corners. Okay. Switching to a different method to remove this X nut. It's coming out slowly. There we go. All right, let's find the same part and reuse the same thing. So square nut, you go in here. Yeah, it's that weird size. Like I can get square nuts in the United States, but they're always full size. Getting these half size, the M3 2SN or whatever. Oh my gosh. It's a great day to have an Oscar Mike shirt on. Everyone should have an Oscar Mike shirt. Should make a code specifically for me. Code Chris. Pay an extra $1 for your shirt. Now with more pounding. Oh man. If I don't need the part, I'll do anything to get the part out. Hola, Martin. All right, one more hex nut. So it holds the fan in. At least today's won't be as boring. No more wiring. All right, last one, and this thing will now be good to go. Okay, good to go. All right, let's get that hot end. Need this one. Boom. That was easy. It's definitely cooler than anything I've done. I've never been a sniper. My buddy Derek, he's a sniper. Mr. Derek Wells. He's one of the main models we use when we shoot Oscar Mike shirts. Here's that Mechatronics fan with the big old bearing in there. Oh, I hear a printer's finished. Yeah, I usually regret something. Today I'll be saying something was easy. Yeah, I try to get on the holidays, you know. People are home. And it's a cool holiday, you know. Ooh, forgot to snip off the pinda. So here's a better look of that Bunny Science 3-to-1 extruder. So motor, it's got a GT2 pulley. And see, I think, yep, top you can see there's a GT2 belt. Let's see, get the light on it. Yep, GT2 belt and a printed gear. And that transfers everything to this. So it's 3.5 to 1-ish. You should definitely calibrate it. Yeah, you can, when one spins, the other spins. All 3 to 1-y. It's a pretty awesome design. So that way, if you want to just add 3 to 1 gearing to your extruder, you just print this thing and it goes on where your motor goes. So you put on anything. And that is your www.bunnyandbear.net, your Bunny Science geared extruder. It's free on Thingiverse. Murphy don't know what he's talking about. All right. Cannibalizing more things. Now, unfortunately, with a CFPTG, can't recycle this stuff. So I have no idea how to recycle carbon fiber PTG. I don't know if that's going to mess with it if I ever get a fill-a-blend, or what are things called? Fill-a-struder. Murphy was an optimist. You sure about that? I don't know if I believe all that. Cannibalizing parts. That's what I do. Okay. I think, oh, just gotta get this one hex nut out of there. There we go. I think I have cannibalized everything out of this. Okay, that's no good anymore. This is no good anymore. This is no good anymore. All the new parts are there, so let's grab this and we'll start putting things back together. Bruiser Slicer is awesome. I've had a lot of fun messing with that. But I was digging the betas. The alpha was all right. Once it hit beta, it was really good. You asked me how I'm also avoiding getting any heat to the motors, which is a secondary amazing benefit. All right, where's that? There's that. And this can go on off. Of course, I dropped this square nut. Yeah, I need to release the rest of the videos. I know that Nicholas from Prusa is working on a bunch of help videos for how to use Prusa Slicer. I'm like, psh, I got this. All right. Love that there's only like one hex nut that needs to be installed, and that's it on that design. So then we just need to put the motor on. And those were these screws? No. Those were these screws. Okay. Of course, I grabbed the wrong one again. The BL Touch is going to be the same way as using Live Z. It just is called baby stepping. So, Martin, it's basically the same thing, unless you mean like getting it in place. The good news is you just set it in firmware, like where it is off axis. Where are we? I think you're in the Midwest, man. That sounds like a Midwest problem. You got stoners on your doorstep. Either that or you got too much pizza, man. You know, what's funny is I try to cannibalize this Pinda holder, and I don't need it. There's no Pinda. That over there in the going in the resource box. Okay, that should do it. And then I have to remove some more things. Loosen the belt. Whoop. That's fine. All right, 3 hex nuts out of here. There really isn't a better, just how much investment do you want? So the Bunny Bear, or the Bunny Science Extruder, you know, you will have to use a Dremel. You have to buy all the parts. You'll spend like about $30 to $40 depending on, you know, if you have any of these things just lying around or not. Or you can spend $100 and just, you know, swap it all out and you're done. So there won't be any machining or busting out any tools. So you just have to weigh your level of involvement you want to get into in making an extruder. Gotta clean this up a little bit. There we go. Add a little bit of oozing of the CF filament, which is common. That's a normal thing. All right. Now I got to replace all these hex nuts. Yeah, that's why I kind of dig having the Duet. I get 24-volt fans, and I found some really good, powerful ones, and my overhangs have never been better. So I think I hurt that hex nut. I jammed the tool in there. Let's find out. Ooh. There we go. Yep. Knew I damaged that hex nut. Throw this thing away before it ends up back in a parts bin near me. Much better. Reposition the bacon laterally and the tomatoes vertically. Oh, Chris Riley's in the house. Hey, what's up, Chris Riley? I didn't even notice you entered. There should be like a chat sound. I need to figure out how you do all your fancy live stream like graphics and stuff like that. Even though I don't bug you enough as it is. I would like to add a few MOSFETs and see if I can do that. If I can find a way to easily add 24-volt fans to the Mark III, I think I'd be the happiest kid ever. I'm just waiting for someone to do it. That way I can try it. All right. My wrist is getting tired. Well, that's right. I have to get you a height of the artillery sidewinder. Let's see here. I'm going to look for it. Much better. A redstone powered Minecraft printer. I'm guessing you could make a printer in Minecraft. You know, I'm not a Minecraft expert, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express one time. Like, that joke hasn't been used. All right, I'm trying to see if I can find my tape measure near me. Tape measure. Man, Chris Riley's always working on fun stuff. That dude's got like 65 videos ready to go at all times, and I have to watch them all. Ugh. Make me do all this work watching his videos. That son of a gun. Chris Riley is definitely the best Chris in a basement. That's why I'm going to move to an arbor. That way I can be the best Chris in an arbor. All right, slip some more things in there. Napping is the best. Okay. One more square nut to set. And this should be set up to mount. Okay, that one is set up. That one's set up. That's good to go. This is good to go. One of the things I do have to do is swap out you know what? I'll leave it. All right, let's see here. Okay, back plate. Back plate. All right, where's the proper screws? Everything's all discombobulated over here. Okay. Couple more screws. Let's not grab the wrong screws. Ooh, not the beard in there. Who thinks there should be a Chris in Chris's basement live stream? I do. Chris Riley, come on, man. We should make it happen. Me in your basement live stream. I know we've talked about it. We need to think of a topic. Everyone post topic ideas. What would Chris in Chris's basement? What would dual Chris's in Chris's basement, all Chris, talk about? What do you want to hear? If we were to combine forces for one live stream, what would it be? Go. Fixes Friday would be great. What would we fix? All right, belts are back on. Ooh, upgraded until it's broken. Oh. Could have a Twitter hashtag Fix It Friday, and then everyone like post their broken things, and we'll try to fix them on air. Upgrade it till it's broken. You know, if you talk to certain people who own 3D printer companies, modding it and or Yeah, upgrading it or modding it is breaking it. Just kidding. I love you, Joseph. E3D on a Troxy? A modular standard for hot ends. Okay, that's how is that shorter? How are these all the same length? My kit. Huh. Gotta get flex on an MU2. I'm gonna leave that one to Chris. Chris can do all the flex on the MMU2. Right, I'm gonna go find a correct screw for this. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Duet powered E3D Tronxy. Yeah, it is kind of overkill, isn't it? All right, I've now found the proper length screw attachment. Oh, standard E3D V6. Nothing fancy on it. Can't believe I did that. All right, we're ready to do some stuff. It's going to be Chris's basement. We have to make it fun for them. This is true. Man, I bug the other Chris for firmware. He doesn't bug me, so the other Chris is already the firmware guy. You don't want to add me in that mix. That just makes it bad. All right, fresh nylon washer. Is Chris Riley having basement flooding issues? Peter, no. I don't think there's, with LM8UU bearings, it's basically cheap garbage or good stuff. I haven't found a middle one. Yeah, my sump pump is going crazy. It's been raining. I think it's raining right now again, I think. All right. I think this is the correct screw. It's always the best part about me doing stuff. I'm just going by memory where it goes what. All my extra parts? Oh, man. That was too long. This one should be just right. Yeah, if I don't lose it. Oh, yeah. Smooth as silk. That's nice. All right. Hmm. Yeah, I don't have any experience with the Delta. I bought a Delta and I cannibalized the Duet to put in here. So, yeah. But I bet Chris Riley does. That guy. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, well, I think Fix It Friday is going to be the best idea for a show because, share your issues, we'll solve them. Hmm. wired the BL Touch funny. I just realized it. I can solve this. Where's my little prong puller? Whew, I think I did it. Yeah. Can't underestimate me. There we go. Boy, I sure love wiring BL Touches. I can drop everything too. Okay. All right, wires. I'm gonna break this BL Touch before I even get to use it. Okay. That pin was slightly bent, but I think I fixed it. There we go. Okay. No, the green one's in focus. All right, Chris, you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, of course. Okay, now I have the BL Touch installed correctly. Okay. Let me position myself back in the center so my camera doesn't oof. All right. Boom. And then some screws. I don't know which one's there. Figure it out. Is it better? It's technically more accurate, and when you consider that you don't have to have a piece of metal on your build plate, you can have a nice thick sheet of Garolite or a piece of glass. You can swap different build surfaces without having to actually swap the entire, thing out, which is pretty sweet. So I find it better in that regard. But it's not technically better, nor is it worse. I don't think any one of them is worse and or better than another. Now, if it was a pin to one, BL Touch is way better than a pin to one all day. Pin to two has the thermistor in it to help compensate for heat issues, which is awesome, but I don't have that ability on the Duet. So BL Touch better on the BL Touch than pin to two. Oh man, I mean, I guess I could put a taller Z on the SL1. I just need some metal fabricating and a giant ball screw. So it's a possibility. All right, here's my fan. I'm gonna pop these out. $18mm capacitive. Boom. All right. Yeah, I think the market for SLA is increasing dramatically thanks to things like the Photon and all the $500, $600 or less SLA printers. I think the market's just going to keep pushing that way. It's not too saturated of a market yet. And there are quite a few mods. If you go to like the Photon group, there's some guys who do some crazy mods on their Photons. All right, where's my fan? All right, red goes on the left. All right, my quick disconnect for my fan is connected. All right, one more. Duets can compensate for everything. Yeah, if you actually can sing a duet. Yeah, there were two printing. One of them just finished. So it's done printing for the time being. And I don't want to stop. The Moai 200 looks insanity. That is some crazy science in there. It's a big SLA printer. But man, this is one thing I don't like about the Moai as it is the laser version. So it takes forever to print. It's no faster than FDM. It prints great, just no speed boost. So I kind of prefer the DLP style printers because, oh goodness, print times are increased. Dang it, stop focusing away from me. So Greg, Peter's asking a good question. Greg finally added the Mark 3S sensor to the Bear Extruder. So it's a Mark 3S Bear Extruder. So that's what it is. I can do this. I can do this. There we go. Fan is mounted. Okay. All right. Extruder's almost done. Let's put 3 more screws into the fan. And I can go back to finishing up some wiring. One more. Oh yeah, Sunlu Orange PTG was one of my least favorite. It also stained my bed. Like the PI actually took up some of the orange coloring that was in it. Not a good time. All right, let's turn this thing this way. I'm going to go back to wiring. Yeah, you can stare at it now. All right. Right, that's good. Hey, what's up, RCCNC, Mr. Barry? How are you enjoying your Memorial Day? Okay. All right. Okay. All right, all the wires are there. Now I need to find a Mark III's wiring kit, because I'm actually going to run the wiring for that, and I'll figure out later and do how to do a filament runout sensor. Other than that, that is set up. It's good to go. G2G. Okay. Actually connect these things. And I will connect the BL Touch correctly this time. You know, see-through Mark III or see-through MMU2 is actually kind of neat. So if you have an issue, you'll be able to see it. Okay, that's good. Those wires are good. Those wires are good. That wire is good. All right, we're doing good. We have wires and things. Hey, Dave. Dave from Printed Solid joins us. It is no longer a Prusa, I think, at this point. It is a Warhammer Mark III. Chris W. edition. All right, because, you know, Bunny Extruder, variant Bear Extruder with BL Touch with printed solid 0.9 degree steppers and duet Still has a Prusa power supply and a Prusa bed, but you can't get rid of the awesome bed. Prusa Frankenweenie. All right, where are you, Cable? There you are. All right. So all I have left is to find my Mark 3S filament sensor kits that I bought. I bought 3 of them. So let's find that. Where did I hide those? Where did Chris hide Mark 3S sensor kits? That's the one thing I didn't go look for. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna go run and I'm gonna go find me some Mark 3S things. I'm gonna pull a print off this printer. Oh, I got the magnet part. I don't have the cable. Okay. Found a cable. So it should be good. Okay. Slide this thing back. Time to work on this. All right. Where is that cover plate? 3D. All right. Hey, Matthew. The benefit is it's just on the duet, it's far more accurate because you can't hook up the thermistor on the pin to 2 on the duet. So you lose out on the temperature variance because inductive sensors are extremely inaccurate when the temperature varies too much. The BL Touch doesn't have that issue, and it also allows you to use whatever surface you want. So one of the things I want to design is a MiG-6 aluminum bed to replace a Prusa PCB bed, which have magnets, and you can put whatever surfaces you want onto it. But then for leveling and things like that, it'd be aluminum. And you could put a sticker on it if you want, like a PI sticker right on that material. But, you know, you can use a sheet of Garolite. You can put a piece of glass on here. You're no longer limited by having to have that pin to probe and some kind of sheet of metal for it to measure. Okay. And then it wouldn't be too bad. It's just aluminum, probably 4 mil. So actually the weight wouldn't be bad. Probably a little bit more than your regular old MK52 bed. Okay, that should be the right length. Oh, it's a V3, Dave. Don't you worry. All right, it's cable wrap. Cable ties. Everyone's favorite four-letter word, cable ties. Okay, I'm back. Oh, we will see a print this stream. I will make it happen. All right. We got it on there. Oh, it was awesome. We went to Arlington Heights. We went to Ming Hin. We had way too much dim sum, and it was awesome. And then we went to, there's an arcade in West Dundee. It's a 2-story old school arcade with pinball machines. And I think downstairs, like all Capcom, Namco, Atari. So all your classic games. Then you go upstairs, you got all your fighting games. They have a 6-player X-Man on dual screen. Yeah, it was a super fun time. All right. Cables is nice. I'm going to hide all this excess cabling down in here. All right. All right. Come here, excess cabling. I need some more cable management. Where are these cables going and doing? Okay. So, best way to wire that would be to do this. And here. Cable tie. Yeah, the box is awesome. I really like this duet case. It's looking pretty good. I think so myself. Okay. Snip. So close. And then we can turn it back on. We can test it. We can see what it's doing. Make sure I plugged everything in correctly because I took everything apart multiple times. Okay. These two go here. And Duet always gives you way too many cables. Won't mess with that. Let's get tucked in there. And these. Last cable bundle. If I'm super lucky, some blue smoke. Yeah. All right, those are fans. So yeah. Now that's a nice wiring job. And the red and blue cable, what? Don't you guys start. This red and blue cable? Well, that's supposed to dangle like that. I need to tie that back. That's just the fan cable. Okay. Last thing is to do, dig in this box. This is my box of CF parts. There we go. All right, time to do the bed cable management. All right, need a little bit of this. So something like that should be good. And, ow! Just whack the crap out of myself. So More cables. That is tape, so that fan shroud doesn't fit that fan. So I made it fit that fan. I'll make it fit. Oh, I love looms. Yeah, I think duct tape. It's actually aluminum tape. It's high temp. I bought some high temp tape and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to keep using it. It's actually really sticky, so I'm using it on everything. I actually don't think I have any duct tape in the basement. I have a whole bunch of Kapton tape, a whole bunch of other tapes, but none of that fancy stuff you guys are talking about. Looms. These small ones suck. Ow. Sorry about that. Grip tape. No grip tape either. I do have gaffer's tape. Don't know if it's down here. Yep, that loom will work. All right, let's do this bed cabling. All right. I need 3 hex nuts and some short screws. 1, 2, 3. I think there's always a box. I'll grab extra. Hey, what's up, Lenny? Shh, the nozzle didn't smash. It just hit aggressively onto the bed plate. I buy gaffer's tape because it's awesome. And it doesn't leave residue. I use it to hold down my I should add some to my camera. Got some wear spots building in. Yep, there'll be more SL1 videos. There'll be a lot more Prusa Slicer videos. It's that dang editing. Dang editing. Even though I've switched to iMovie, which has really sped it up because I don't actually have to do any work, there's still some editing involved, and it makes me sad. this. Dum, dum, dum. Okay. And a little snip because my nylon is too long. Awesome. Let's get some loom. You haven't. I'm the only one who's mentioned carbon fiber in the stream so far. Geez, Ewan. All right. Fire time. Fire is good. Yeah, this is the flame retardant loom that I ordered. So it self-extinguishes. Which is why I like to add it onto the bed. Yeah, the magic smoke you guys are waiting for. That was it. Oh, last cable bundle. I'm so excited. No more cables. Unless I mess something up. Well, I guess I still got to plug it in. That's a cable. And then I got to attach the Ethernet, which is another cable. So there's a couple more cables. Yeah. And burn nothing. All right. Yeah, we'll flip that. That's better. That'll make my cabling easier. Okay. Boom. Zip tie action. Snippers. Oh man, next project. I don't know. Something will be my next project. All right, where did I do? Oh, there it is. Oh, this is heavy. I gotta stop thinking I'm so dang strong. All right, I need a longer one of these. Oh, I can't wait to actually go to the printing side of this. This is fun and all. Okay. Cable reaches. Cable's good. Bed cable's good. All right. All right. Let's double check everything's plugged in. Yep, fans. Everything's plugged in except for the filament sensor, which I don't know how to make that work on a Duet yet, and I will eventually. That fan's connected. Each motor's connected. Thermistor. Yes, thermistor. Heater cartridge. Ethernet. Boom. So power on. Looks like I got the fans mixed up. Okay. It's alive. Hey, what's up, Chris? We got more Chris's. Screen? What screen? There's no screen on this. It runs on the internet. Now, I'll eventually add one of those things. I'll go on Printed Solid and order a panel due. Probably a 5-inch. I mount it right here, right on top. Okay. I was like, why is there a fan on? Oh, yeah, it's the fan that cools this. I didn't put a quiet fan on there, so I'll eventually swap that out for like a 24-volt Nocto or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay. All these extra bits can go in this little container so I can organize it later. Okay. It's alive. It's alive. To reattach the, well, not reattach, I guess the first time I'm going to attach the thing. All right. Huh. I need a different M3. See if that's the right length. That should do it. All right, that's attached. That's good. Yep. Yep. All right. Yeah, you can't click and print, but I have everything running on the internet, so it's like, let's go on my phone, click and print. There we go. Get my microphone back to normal. Let's open up a web browser. Log into the printer. All right. Fomex. Okay. Why? All right, let's. All right, this one I gotta watch for this one, because I don't know if the BL Touch, the BL Touch Lite is correct. So I guess I'll hit Home Z and see what happens. All right. I could probably speed that Z coming down a little bit more. Draw some fingers. Yay! Ah, all right. So that's good. That's good. Let me level the Z. So level the gantry. So basically, I made a macro that copies Prusa's Z gantry leveling. Definitely something you want to do after you've done a bunch of modding to your printer, because your gantry is probably off. And it's going to pause 5 millimeters from the top and then slowly grind into it. There we go. And now it is level. And it's going to drop the probe. And then, of course, I need to speed up that Z speed. I don't know why I turned it down so much, but I did. Look at it go. Slow as an ant. Okay, BL Touch works. See, there's a little something. Oh, that's actually on my computer screen. Aha! All right. It's going so slow. Let's see. Let's go ahead and test a G29 mesh bed leveling. Keith, I think you'd rock a duet, because it is all G code. So setting up things and adding things is literally super simple once you've learned how to do it. Unlike me, who hasn't learned how to do it. I do need to reattach my God, I really got to speed that up. But I can literally go right now and speed it up live. But I want you guys to be able to watch this thing. Yeah, waiting for compiling over and over again sucks, especially if you don't know what to fix. Still gonna work? Still gonna work? Yep. All right, let's send a G29 bed leveling. So G29. Wow, this is going to be one intense bed leveling. I think it was set for a 20 millimeter square. Well, that's the nice thing about Duet. Googling is really easy for the Duet because there's guides for everything. So mesh bed leveling does work. But of course, I set it to 20 millimeter by 20 millimeter squares. So I'm going to get one heck of a dense mesh bed level. Yeah, I can stop that anytime. So, let's go. I don't know how to stop stuff. I get an emergency stop. That should be good enough. Yeah, let me change that. Let's show you how to do that. So let me go to screen share here. Screen share. Share my screen. So let emergency stop. Since I don't know what the code is to not have it do that all day. So we need less mesh bed leveling. It doesn't need to be that intense. So system, config, and we'll go to Z probe. Yeah, 20 millimeter. Let's do like a 40 millimeter square there. Find the mesh grid is 40. And F120 is the rate. So we can go to 300. So I'll make a smaller grid. Save. Yes. We'll go back to our dashboard. That's gonna put the better firmware-y thing on there that I just did. Yeah. All right. Home all. Okay. So what we need to do is one thing in Duet, we need to set a Z height, and Z height's pretty sweet. No, I don't want to do any updates. Remind me tomorrow. So what I need to do is I need to go to the Duet to Z height, Z offset, Z probe offset. Let's see. There's a specific thing here for setting the height. No. This isn't the article I need. I can find it faster by going to Facebook and going to my Messenger. See all in Messenger. Then going to Chris Tilley. Looking at her images. And here's the guide. All right. Center of the bed. Let's move that over the center of the bed. So dashboard, we'll move it 50, 50, and then 50, 50, a little bit. Yeah, there we go, close enough. And then jog the nozzle down until it touches the bed or just gripping a sheet of paper. Send M564S0. So M564S0, and that just makes it so it can go below a height. So M56X4, and then we're going to move the Z down to the nozzle touches the bed. So Z down. Okay, it is touching the bed. And then we're going to send an G92Z0, and that tells me that is Z0. So G92 Z0. So now it thinks that where the nozzle is Z0, which it is. And then we're going to jog the head up by 5 to 10 millimeters. So let's go by 10. So Z up by 5, 5. And then if the Z probe needs to be deployed, deploy it. So let's look up the deploy code. Duet to probe. And the code for that. Connecting a Z probe Manually forcing a probe out code is this. Boom. The probe is out. And then send command G30S-1, and that will descend the nozzle back, and it will trigger the probe, and it'll tell me how far away the probe senses and the nozzle was. It'll give me the value. So what was that again? G30S-1. G30S-1, send. So it's telling me my stop height was 1.205 millimeters. We're going to raise it up by 5 again. Send. Oh. To 1.207. Up by. Send. 1.205. So my Z offset is 1.205 millimeters. System. Bed. Z offset. Let's see. Z probe. My Z offset is 1.205 millimeters. Save. Yes. So now it knows that when the probe deploys, the nozzle is 1.205 millimeters away. Yeah. So that's how that's done. Let's take a look at the chat here, see if people are confused yet. Stop the screen share. Let's see. Hey, what's up? Superior mold. Yeah, so that's how you do it on a duet. So that just basically offsets the trigger height, which is awesome. It's super simple. Yeah. So now you might not need any baby stepping, which is awesome. So you basically are telling the probe that's how far away it triggers from Z touching the bed. Pretty sweet. So let's go back and do a mesh bed leveling. So dashboard, let's move the Z. Let's home all. Okay. And then we will do a G29. Yep, this is faster. Hey, what's up from New Zealand? Superior mold. Yeah, way better. Dun, 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 dun. And you can also do commands. So like you could do a double tap. The BL Touch is definitely more accurate when you do a double tap. But this will work for showing you guys on stream. And then once this is done, Duet does have a built-in mesh map. So we can take a look at the mesh map. We can save it. But I won't save it because I didn't do it to temp. I should have heated this thing up to like 60C. And then let's go ahead and go to live screen share. So here's the mesh map that was made by the mesh bed leveling. So not horrible, not bad. So we're off by almost 0.4 millimeters on that right-hand side. So it might be that the Z gantry isn't level, or one of the rods isn't level, or something definitely isn't level. It can't compensate for that much error in a bed. But yeah, you know, this side is a little low. That side's a little normal. And we can fix that a little bit. It might be that my gantries aren't level. So let me let me manually do something here. This side's got to get closer. So I think this gantry's off. Let me reset that height. Yeah, I forgot to put a screw in there. All right. We don't worry about that too much. It should be able to compensate for a little bit of that. Let me look at the chat. And screen share, stop. Carl, no, it shouldn't be affected. It's a plastic probe, and it shouldn't be affected by the magnets. At least it shouldn't. At least that's what the whole point of the plastic probed variant of the BL Touch is. And I've used it on other beds with magnets on it, and yeah. Let's see here. Pete C. The rail core is affected by the magnets? That's weird. You know, I might do something to adjust, just get the bed flatter, which is nice that you can probe it and then change it. It's all locked in, but yeah. We did do the Z-smack in the top thingy. I could do it again. So dashboard and level X gantry. Check my phone, someone called me. Go, level that gantry. Much better. Okay. Glad I split up the feed rate too. All right. Anything else I need to do? Let's grab some filament. Let's grab my filament spool holder. Let's reattach the whatever the thing's called, the thing. Let's see, and then yeah, the reverse Bowden. Reverse Bowden. No. Okay, let's get some filament. What do I have near me? Nothing. Nothing over here. Yeah, I got some Jesse PLA Midnight Blue. I meant without me wheeling away. Okay, let's see. Let's turn the hot end on to 205 degrees Celsius. Active. Oh, yeah. Oh, that hot end fan has some power. Let me go. Should have a cube already in here. G-code jobs. And I have a benchy and a 40 millimeter cube. I do have a cube already in here. Good to go. G2G. We'll make sure it works. But I need to reslice it actually because guess what? Let's see, do it Mark III. I don't have the. I never enabled the bed leveling was so bad with the Pinda that I never enabled it. So do it Mark III and do it Mark III. Okay, print settings. So we need to G29 mesh. Okay. Okay. Pressure advance is set. Okay, save. All right, that should do it. So bed, set the temp. Yep, wait for bed. Home all without mesh. Mesh. Home the nozzle. Let's see here. Okay. I think it's correct. And 40 millimeter cube. We'll do 2 perimeters. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, these are all fine settings. And let me drop a cube in here. So documents, 3D printing, test prints, 40 millimeter cube. Dropping it in. Slice now. And I'll end it before, maybe it'll speed it up. Export. Millimeter test. Boom. Green screen filament. I can load this now. Dashboard. Feed filament. Did it extract or retrude? Did it extrude or retract? Hmm. All right, now it's working. We're now extruding filament. Aha! It's extruding. All right. Molten Jesse filament. Now we can turn it this way. That fan is powerful. Okay. Get that microphone away. That fan is super powerful. All right. That's a better angle for everybody. And let's load the G-code. So G-code jobs, upload, and 3D printing, and to print, and do at Mark III, test 40 millimeter. Choose. Uploading. Done. Yes, I want to print that. Now I haven't set baby stepping. So what I like to do is I like to raise it before it prints. So I'm going to raise it up about 1 millimeter, just in case that's too close to start with. So now this printer will be louder because I have like jet fans on it, but that's fine. It's down here in the basement. I don't mind the noise. Never get to clean the bed. Oh man. Oh, my hair's gone. That's how powerful this fan is. Good news is the bed is heating. And let me check to make sure. Yep, bed's heating. So bed's at 40s going up. Now I don't think I did PID temp this printer. I might have. If I didn't, that's no big deal. Oh man. Inside this looks way better. Picture of that. Yeah. A lot nicer. All right. So you have to be very careful because I have not level or I have not set the first layer. So I've raised it 2 millimeters of a baby stepping Z off step. So that way when it goes, it should be 2 millimeters off the bed. So I can bring it back down. Y-axis tensioner, I found it on the Thingiverse. I just did Bear Y tensioner. The other one had some issues in terms of the CAD. This one was better. I think it's made by the RHD guys. So the RHD Dreambox, there's their Y tensioner for the Bear. I've already dialed it in. I've already printed with this printer. I haven't done it with these fans. Print quality was great. So yeah. Do I need bunny ears on this thing? Probably. All right, home. And now it's going to do the mesh bed leveling. Yeah. You're going to find out how well I did this. Make sure my Z probe offset is there. Okay. So time will tell. Okay, it should be 0.2 millimeters off the bed now. Supposedly that's 0.2 millimeters off the bed. I have my Z offset good. It's now getting up to temp. Well, good news is it isn't too low. I think it might be just right. It's a little high. All right, we're good to go. I think. It's alive. It's printing. Putting a nice slow first layer down. I think that'll do. Let's see what the chat says. Your Z is too accurate? That's what it is. No, the Z was pretty good. I was a little high. I kind of noticed it in this purge strip because it normally gets a little bit thicker. So I lowered it in slowly. Can't wait to put the cover on this thing so the fan makes less noise. Well, it's actually this fan that's making all the noise. Wait till the blower fan turns on. Warhammer is Oscar Mike, which just means, if you don't know what Oscar Mike means, it means on the move in the military lingo. Yeah, that live Z will do. All right. All right. Well, that was the least painful part. Definitely wiring the BL Touch was the worst part yesterday. That was I deserve a gummy bear. Let's just say that I deserve a gummy bear. I'm gonna save the yellow for last. Here's another orange. I'm the best wirer ever. At least I checked it this time. So I'm proud of me for checking. Make sure the wires were correct. Filament tail there. It is a Gundam already, man. I think the only other things I'm going to do to this is, I don't know. There isn't much left else to do. I need this yellow one now. I'm all out of gummy bears. If I was smarter, I would have brought my bag down here, which has Mike and Ike's in it. I could have had a whole bunch of Mike and Ike's. These are delicious, though. It was kind of fun watching this thing because I can see all the belts and the gears move. It's alive. There we go. And the front fan, yep, that turned on. Dude, Mike and Ike's are awesome. That is my favorite wedding snack. Because one box of Mike and Ike's usually lasts more than the entire wedding day for me. I'll just like grab a couple when I need a little bit of sugar. And they won't melt. They don't get too sticky unless you somehow drop them in some kind of liquid. Oh, I do want to do, okay, not to, I guess I am not out of mods. I would like to throw the rail mod on here that I saw someone, no sound. No sound? Why is there no sound? It's showing up that there's sound on the thing. He's a awful extruder. Still good to go. Oh man, oh, I hear me too. I blame Carl. Man, it's alive. It's printing. The wiring is done. The printer is working correctly. Oh, it's definitely an adventure. I definitely have some more things. I definitely have to print the front cover for this. It needs a front cover. I need to correctly mount it. I didn't cut the little hole. I was going to add an extra hole there. Making a cube. I know. I won't print the whole cube. I'm just going to print enough of it to find out if I need to adjust anything. Make sure the K value is good, or the K value, the pressure advance. Duet's version of linear advance is good. So I'll be able to tell that real quick from this cube. And if there's any alignment issues. Hey, what's up, Fabian? 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 That's a cool name. Oh, yeah. That'll work. While that's going, I'm going to send a print over. Oh, I love touchscreens. So does anyone know, did somebody make a mount for a panel do for the printer? Is there one for the Bear? I don't know. That's the only thing this thing's missing, because I definitely need to add the panel duet, which I'd like to have up here. And then, yep, Bondtech extruders on this printer back here, right behind me. This is a Bear extruder, Bunny Bear. This is a Mosquito. I've got a plethora of extruders. Shouldn't put that much infill in there. A nameplate with all the mods. Oh man. Actually, Barry, I think I can send just the files for the screen. I bet you there's a CAD file for it. Elegoo translucent. How translucent is it? All right, I'm gonna wait till that gets to about. Oh boy. Take a look here. Check these layers out. All right, layers look good. Oh, not crystal clear. Man. It's not crystal clear like Crystal Pepsi. Oh, I miss Crystal Pepsi. I actually liked it. I was one of the few people that really liked Crystal Pepsi. Didn't make my teeth all squeaky like a regular Pepsi. Oh, the green one started. All right. Once it gets to a certain point, I'm going to ramp up the speed. See if it doesn't skip any steps. I do have I've enabled skipped step detection and crash detection in the Duet. So it'll kick out a warning if it ever skips anything. Man, I might have to turn down the fan. Let's see. Let's see here. Thing 2079. Let's find out, Danny. Yeah, basically that. I don't know if I need to have that crazy mount on it, but that actually would work. Yeah, that should work. Well, there we go. And I just got to wire it. Nice. Not bad at all. That could work. I do believe my linear advance is a little high. Oh. Hey, Oscar. I don't have any on my Duet yet. Ooh. That's a nice simple mount. And it's meant for V-slot? Oh, 2020. Yeah, that is V-slot. Oh, okay. I've got options. That's basically what I need. Look at that. Humans finding me the things that I need. But when I do get a screen for it, I'll get the 5-inch screen. Yeah, my corners are too round, so my advance is too high. So we swapped to a BL Touch Mark 3S variant extruder on the Duet. We got the White Knight, we got NAC 3D in the house. So we did all the swapping. All right. Let's crank up the speeds here. And some heat. So let's set the active heat to 220. And then we'll wait for that to get to 220. I'll crank the speed up. There we go. All right, no skipping. We have 0.9 degree motors on everything. We're at 150%. Thanos Blade is still printing? It's going so fast. Of course, if it was a 50 millimeter cube, you'd be able to see the speed better. It's keeping up all day. Success. It's 8. Oh, wait. So it's at 8 feet now, and it's only got 4 more inches to go, or is it? Because I know you're at like 5 foot something of 8 foot 4 inch yesterday on the White Knight for that Thanos blade or whatever that blade was. All right. Let's change the light. Let me grab a light. Well, the layers are great. Let me check my emails real quick. Holy cow, email. Oh, sweet. Booked a wedding for next year. And boom, and message, and boom. All right, 14 emails done with. You still have 26 more inches to go. And I need the thing to print all these carbon fiber parts. Just keep on pushing parts out. 3 text messages. Every layer setting a new personal length record. You know, that's what she said. Yeah, I have the funny jokes. All right, I think I'm done with this cube. Hey, you know, Ewan, I'm sorry, man. I'm really fast on those bad jokes. Ooh. You know, we'll have to find you something cooler to print that's super long. Maybe you print a 2x4 and start building your own printer room to put. That would be super cool. So you build all the lumber for a desk to put your White Knight on. Just throwing that out there. Just make the desk. You could do it. What's the Guinness record for the longest print in terms of length? Or is there a height record? $123.7 feet. Jeez Louise, and you're only going to be at 8. All right, we can stop this print. G-code jobs. Oh no, sorry. Dashboard status. There it is. Pause job. And cancel job. That'll do. Ow! Well, it's stuck on there pretty good. I shouldn't have cleaned the bed. Let's see. The only thing I can tell is that it printed really well. And it's stuck on the build plate. And my first layer was a little high until I adjusted it correctly. There we go. Peel this thing off. I don't know. For printing as quickly as I did. Focus. Focus. There we go. So there you go. That's for printing as quick as I did. We did pretty all right on that cube. Whoa, this is the printed solid king sheet. So looks like I need to, corners are pretty sharp. Our retractions look a little low. Other than that, this turned out pretty nice. And my live Z was a little high. Ooh, face rectangle at 1 foot per hour. That's not bad. So we're talking only 300 hours if you want a 300-foot one. Yeah, this actually turned out really nice. There's no vertical banding, so maybe a little bit when I sped it up. The layers are really nice. Overall, it's a win. So I am going to slice something that's better. And this is one of the king sheets that doesn't work very well. So it worked too, which it's just going to continue to do because unfortunately this is one of the ones that, ooh. You know, we could move you to the Boeing plant that's like a mile and just let you just go for a mile. Yeah, the axis looks good. I don't think I need to adjust anything. There really isn't any ringing. Doesn't look like there's any over extrusion. All right, let's see here. Is it 40? 40.1-ish. 40 on the dot. It's the angle. Ah! I'm dropping everything off the table. All right, so it works. The printer is alive. It works. I will adjust the bed so that way the side isn't so low. I will also figure out my panel due situation, get that printed. Need to order another roll of carbon fiber material because I use the more matte 3DX Tech CFPTG on this printer. So I got to keep it matching. And then I got to modify this duet box a little bit. There are some things I want to change on it. It's really nice. There's definitely some things that needs to change. Yeah, success. I can now put this thing over in the printer table, back where it was, right here. And I actually can send prints to it and not be afraid. It looks like my Z offset was about 0.3 millimeters. So, all right. I think we're good. It is 3:40. The stream was under 3 hours, so I'm happy. trying to keep these streams under 8 hours. It was like every stream Chris did was like a half a day. So I'm going to move this thing to the main printer area. I'm going to find something to print. And then I'm going to go meet up some friends for an editing session day. So we're going to sit down. We're going to do some, I just had a wedding the other day, so we're going to start editing all our weddings. Oh, you didn't, you did just get here. What we need is to put you on stream. I'll need to order a white knight once it's available, and then I'll build one, and then we'll print something. Because I think I have the table space to build it. I think I have the table space to build it. So I don't know if I have room. I got room down here. There's plenty of room down here. Just lay it on the floor, right? Or just remove all the filament from here, and it could be on its own little shelf down here. So, okay. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Don't forget to hug a vet. Don't forget to go to Oscar Mike and check out their shirts and my photos on there, because I think they should be all switched over. And then, yeah, stay out of trouble, basically. Go have some fun. If you got barbecue going on today, barbecue something. If you got the day off of work, that is. If you don't have the day off of work, have fun at work. So everyone, thank you for coming to stream. I'll be streaming again probably later this week. I'm going to taking today off, and then tomorrow I'm going to do some more off-day stuff. And then, yeah, that's about it. So stay tuned for more crazy live streams. And everyone enjoy the awesome holiday. If you're not into the holiday mood, enjoy the day, because it's awesome. I got rain out here. Oh, someone just messaged me. So, all right. Good night, everybody. Or I guess not good night. Good evening, everybody. Or morning, depending on where you're at. So, peace out.